let us continue discussion on principle of mathematical induction. Now we have got example number 2, where we need to prove that 2 raised to power n is greater than n for all positive integers. That means n belonging to natural numbers, right? These are positive integers or natural numbers, one and the same thing. Okay, so how do we use principle of mathematical induction? We prove that p of 1 is true. Then we assume p of k to be true, and based on this truth, based on p of k, we prove that p of k plus 1 is true. Then we say by PMI, or by principle of mathematical induction, that the statement is true for all n belonging to natural numbers. So this is what we will follow here. This is the first question of this lecture. That is why I have told you the algorithm that I am going to follow. Otherwise, in rest of the questions, I will do it directly. So let us check for n equal to 1. For n equal to 1, 2 raised to power 1 is greater than 1 is true. That means p of 1, let us consider this statement to be p of n. So p of 1 is true. Now in the next step, let us assume p of k to be true, or in other words, 2 raised to power k is greater than k, and let it be my equation number 1. Now using this equation, I need to prove p of k plus 1 is true, right? So let us observe only the left side of the inequality. For p of k plus 1, I'll have 2 raised to power k plus 1, right? Because in this statement, I already know, because I need 2 raised to power k plus 1 to be greater than k plus 1, right? If I can achieve this, based on this, I will say that by principle of mathematical induction, the statement is true for all n belonging to natural numbers. So now I'll observe only this much portion, 2 raised to power k plus 1, okay? And see, 2 raised to power k plus 1 and can be written as 2 into 2 raised to power k, right? Because these exponents get added when the bases are equal. So this can be written as 2 into 2 raised to power k, right? Now you need to observe one thing, that this 2 raised to power k is greater than k, right? Or as per equation 1, I can say 2 raised to power k is greater than k, right? So what I can do is, in an inequality, I can multiply both sides by something positive. So let me multiply both sides by 2. So I can say 2 into 2 raised to power k is greater than 2k. Can I say that? Yes. Now this gives me this 2 raised to power k plus 1. So let me write it here. So 2 raised to power k plus 1 is greater than 2k. So let me write this 2k as k plus k, right? Now k is a positive integer, right? We are solving this question for positive integers. So k is also a positive integer, because I have taken any general k, right? But it is a positive integer. What is the minimum value that k can have? The minimum k can be is 1, right? Because we are talking about positive integers or natural numbers. They start from 1, right? So the minimum that k can be is 1. Now if this is greater than k plus k, this will definitely be greater than k plus 1, right? You understand what I have said? That if this 2 raised to power k plus 1 is greater than k plus k, then it will definitely be greater than k plus 1, because this k I am replacing with minimum that it can have, right? if let us say, if you make a statement based on this, if you make this statement that 2 raised to power k plus 1 is greater than k plus 2, let us say, then this statement is not always true, because it may be possible that k is 1, right? This k is 1. So but it will definitely be true when I am taking k at its minimum value, right? This may or may not be true, but it will definitely be true when k is equal to 1, right? Okay, all right. So now this statement is p of k plus 1. So p of k plus 1 is true. Now I can say p of 1 is true, and truth of p of k implies truth of p of k plus 1, and this implies, by principle of mathematical induction, the statement, the base statement p of n is true for all n belonging to positive integers. This is the algorithm that we are going to follow in each and every question that we will solve. For example, in the first, what do we do first? We consider this statement to be p of n. Now for n equal to 1, we will check p of 1 is true or not. So p of 1, for p of 1, left hand side is 1 by 1 into 2, and what is my right hand side? I'll replace, so let me write it as left hand side. Left hand side of p of 1 is 1 by 1 into 2. Right hand side is, I'll replace n with 1, so 1 upon 1 plus 1, that is 1 by 2. So yes, left hand side of p of 1 is equal to right hand side of p of 1, so p of 1 is true. Now the next step will be to assume p of k to be true. That means 1 divided by 1 into 2 plus 1 divided by 2 into 3 plus 1 divided by 3 into 4 plus and so on. What will be p of k? I'll replace this n with k, so it will be k into k plus 1. This will be my left hand side of p of k, and I'll try and solve it and try to bring, now what I need to prove is, okay, right hand side also I know, this is p of k, inductive step, right? So it is equal to k upon k plus 1. Now I need to prove p of k plus 1 to be true. Now we will prove p of k plus 1 to be true based on truth of p of k, that is based on this equation. I will use this equation to show that p of k plus 1 is true. So left hand side of p of k plus 1 is 1 upon 1 by 2, 1 upon 1 into 2 plus 1 upon 2 into 3 plus 1 upon 3 into 4 and so on, and then the kth term will be 1 upon k into k plus 1, and k plus 1th term will be k plus 1 here and then k plus 2 here, right? So this is my left hand side of p of k plus 1. Okay, now we know that this expression, or you can say this much expression, is equal to k upon k plus 1. So let me replace it by using 1. I can replace this with k upon k plus 1 and write the rest of the expression as it is. Now I will do some manipulation and try to bring, now I already know what I need on my right hand side. I have been telling it again and again. This was the right hand side of p of k. So what I require on the right hand side of p of k plus 1 to say that p of k plus 1 is also true, I will require this. I'll replace k with k plus 1 everywhere. So k plus 1 plus 1. So on the right hand side, if I have got k plus 1 by k plus 2, then I'll say that p of k plus 1 is true, right? So this should always be there in your mind while solving the PMI questions. That will make your life very easy. So what I can do is I can take 1 upon k plus 1 as common or outside. So from the first term I'll have k, right? And from the second term I'll have 1 upon k plus 2, right? Okay, so now let us solve it. 1 upon k plus 1 here, and then here I'll write k squared plus 2k plus 1 divided with k plus 2. And if you notice, this is square of k plus 1, k plus 1 whole square, k square plus 1 square plus 2 into k into 1. So I can write it as 1 upon k plus 1, and this is k plus 1 whole squared, and this is k plus 2. So this will get cancelled here, and what I have is k plus 1 divided by k plus 2, which is something that I was looking for. So I can say that p of k plus 1 is true right now, or I can further write it as k plus 1 divided by k plus 1 plus 1, like this, right? Hence I can say p of k plus 1 is true. Now when I write like this, I am just making a statement or a mathematical statement that I have brought the p of k plus 1 in the same pattern that was there for p of k, right, on the right hand side, because on p of k we had k upon k plus 1, and p of k plus 1 I have got k plus 1 upon k plus 1 plus 1. So that is why I can say that p of k plus 1 is true. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, Pn is true for all n. For all, you can write like this, for all n belonging to natural numbers. For every positive integer n, prove that 7 raised to power n minus 3 raised to power n is divisible by 4. So let us check for, okay, so this statement is p of n. What is the statement? That 7 raised to power n minus 3 raised to power n is divisible by 4. Let it be p of n. Okay, so let us check whether p of 1 is true or not. So p of 1 means 7 raised to power 1 minus 3 raised to power 1 is divisible by 4. So this is 4. So 4 is divisible by 4. So p of 1 is true. Now assume p of k to be true. That means 7 raised to power k minus 3 raised to power k is divisible by 4. Or other way to write these statements is that I can consider 7 raised to power k minus 3 raised to power k as a multiple of 4. So 4 into m, where m obviously belongs to positive integers. Right now I need to show p of k plus 1 to be true. So what is left hand side of p of k plus 1? 7 raised to power k plus 1 minus 3 raised to power k plus 1, and I will use this statement to prove that p of k plus 1 is true, or this is divisible by 4. This will be my p of k plus 1, right? I need to show this. Now I will work on this only. 7 raised to power k plus 1 can be written as 7 into 7 raised to power k, right? And 3 raised to power k plus 1 can be written as 3 into 3 raised to power k, right? I am going to use this statement, so you should always keep in your mind how can I manipulate this statement to bring it in this form so that I can use this equality somewhere. So let me do that. 7 raised to power k minus 3 raised to power k is what I am looking for. So can I write it as 7 into 7 raised to power k minus 7 into 3 raised to power k, but I only had 3 into 3 raised to power k. So what I'll do is I'll add 4 into 3 raised to power k in it. Now if you see, minus 7 plus 4 will give you minus 3. So I can very well write this expression equal to this expression. Okay, so this is equal to this. Now if you see, I'll be able to use this first statement here, because I can take 7 common from here. So 7 raised to power k minus 3 raised to power k I'll have, and then I have 4 into 3 raised to power k. What I'm going to do is, using 1, I'll replace this with 4m. So I'll write it as 7 into 4m plus 4 into 3 raised to power k. Now if you notice, both of these terms are divisible by 4. This is divisible by 4, this is divisible. Or in some of the students can also show it like this. 4 can be taken outside. Inside I'll have 7m plus 3 raised to power k. So whatever this is definitely a multiple of 4, right? So this was p of k plus 1. So p of k plus 1 is also a multiple of 4, or is divisible, or is true, you can say, right? Hence we can say, by principle of mathematical induction, p of n is true. Or what was p of n? You can write this directly also. 7 raised to power n minus 3 raised to power n is divisible by 4, right? This is also you can write.